Hi. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let me show you something. Here's Fallacy Quiz, version 0.3. And if you have this version, for the first time, the feature I introduced in version 0.3 is finally here. You can see that there's an update available. What are you seeing? Yeah, it's 0.3, so that I can show you the feature. Can I zoom in? No, I can zoom in. I have to zoom in OBS. I'm not going to do this. Oh wait, I could do something like that. Okay. Wait. Cool. So you can see here that there's an update. So this feature was a bit tricky to implement. I'm using my own server to be able to give you information about the fact that there's an update, and I wasn't sure it was going to work because I had to ship it in previous version, and until now I wasn't sure 100% it was going to work. I did some tests, so I was confident, but I'm so glad it's working really well. You can click on update available, and then it will show you the update. So I can change this changelog if I want to. For the moment it's a simple one. Where's the party at? What do you mean? what do you want me to do? So yeah, then we can update the game. And yeah, 0.4 is officially out. I did some I spent the day creating some GIFs for the update. Can I show that to you? Yeah, maybe we should have more festive music. Let's go. Okay, this one's better for the mood. Yeah, so I recorded some videos. I was doing that the whole day. We need to get a group of people to play the new multiplayer mode live and get mad at each other. Yeah, we should do that sometime. So yeah, I made a new paper shader and all. So the plan for today, it's not going to be a long stream. I want to make the update for Steam because I made an update for itch.io, but I did not update on Steam. So I want to do that now. I don't know if I can share with you. I think I can't share with you when I'm doing it, which is strange. I'm not sure. If I can, I don't want to do that. I have to create a video. I have to create a new video to promote the game. I have so much stuff to do, but it's the end of the week. I shipped an update, and everything's cool. Why not? I don't know if I can share the partner backend on stream. Let me see. No, I don't want to do that. I have a news. Anyone here? Hi, Mulch on YouTube. Just do it? No. Okay. So what's the next step then? What's the next step? It's Godot. I want to since you're here for the celebration of the release of Godot of Fantasy Quiz. Wait. Cool. I want to show you some behind the scenes. Okay. I never shown that before. So let me show you. Project. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's top secret. So I created a way to edit fallacies, to edit the questions, everything. So it's like my own software to edit the game. Wait, this music is annoying. Okay, cool. And I wanted to show that to you. I think I never did. Yeah. Wait. Editor. Okay, cool. Let's go. So I created this menu. Keep in mind that my goal is not to make that pretty at all, because I'm supposed to be the only one seeing that. Okay. But yeah, I created a menu to be able to check all the fallacies I created. They are all there. You can click on one. You can see the French version of the definition, English version. You can see how it looks like with the bold, italic stuff like that. Wait, maybe I can zoom a little bit. Yep. And then we can go back, check the fallacies themselves. No, the questions. And here you can see all the questions. There are 81 questions. I will have to add more questions here. Yeah, right now only 81. My goal is to have something like three times or 4 times more than this. Hey, LJ. Do stream that on your channel? Stream what? I'm too good at the game. No, because I'm going to add questions, so you'll be it will be harder for you. But there's something missing in my game. In this editor, there's something missing that I need to add, and it's the pictures. If I go here, I cannot see all the pictures that are supposed to be there. I cannot select which pictures will be shown. You know, the little drawings. It needs to be like random American streamers or something. Is Tim your full name? Yes, my full name is Tim. Yeah, so I need to add a way to edit the pictures and to, yeah, edit the pictures, add pictures to questions. Right now I have no way of doing this, so why not do that now? Because it's not related to the game itself. It's development of a tool for the game. So let's go. Timid? What? What? What is this name? Let's see. Quiz editor. There you go. Quiz editor. Yeah, the code for this is not that good because I didn't care at all. Because it's not in the game. I say it's not that good, but honestly it's pretty good code. It's just that, like, I wouldn't have this in the game. Let's have a way to show the pictures first. So let's add, I don't know, maybe HBox. Okay, and in this HBox is going to be called Pix container. Cool. Wait, I wanted to add a way to share the page for Fallacy Quiz in, because right now I think if you try to wishlist the game, like if you try to use the bot on my channel and you do wishlist, it will prompt you to wishlist Crafty County. I think right now it will be better to have a wishlist for Fallacy Quiz, right? fallacy quiz. Wishlist on Steam is infinite, so we can easily wishlist both game. Yeah, but when I do the wishlist command, I want people to see fallacy quiz. I think I created. Wait, I think I created a link where you can go to fallacyquiz.com/steam. I'm not sure. No, there's not that. I should create a link like that. Yeah. Like fallacyquiz.com/wishlist. I should do that. Okay, let's try to update. Nice, cool. Okay. Oh wait, let's add some lights. Nice. Oh, you want the bisexual light? Find it. This maybe? This is... I like the color, but it looks like you just have a really bright monitor on your face, you know? This one? This one is pretty cool. Maybe I can even remove this light. There you go. Hey, Zero Show. Yeah, exactly. It's top secret dev tools, exactly. I can show you. So yeah, I made some tools for my game to make it easier to edit stuff, because it's a big JSON. I can show you the file. It could be interesting to see the file. It's a big JSON file with a lot of data. So I made a tool for me so that I can just choose a question, see in both languages, because there's multiple. Right now it's just English and French, but maybe in the future there will be more supported languages. But I also have a way to be able to see the formatting. For instance, here, let me zoom in a bit. You can see it's italic. Oh, it's hard to see. Sorry about that. And yeah, I also have a way to create groups. So that, for instance, Gambler's fallacy and Autumn fallacy should never appear at the same time. And I also have the same thing for fallacies, where I can edit them. It's really similar to the other one. I also have a way to change the type if it's formal or informal. And when I'll be done with that, I might display the formal or informal on the glossary, but I'm not sure yet if I want this to be part of the game or not. I love DevTools. Nice. Then you can see the secret DevTools. And right now I have one thing missing. It's in the questions. I want to be able to change the pictures that I use, and right now it's not possible. I created all the questions directly in the JSON I think at the time it was a CSV file. Then I converted it to a JSON. Then I translated all the questions here. And yeah, now I need to continue, because the next step is version 1.0. And the big feature of 1.0 is that it's going to be complete. There will be a lot of questions in it. Right now you can play like 5 or 6 games and I've seen all the questions. What I want to be able to do is for you to play like 10-20 games. Yeah, maybe 20 is the maximum, you know. But yeah, maybe 10-15 games without like ever having to see the same question twice. For this I need a lot more questions. Right now I have 81 and I think I want more. One thing I can do right now in my tool is if I go into fallacies, I can see... Wait, no, it's in questions. I can filter and I can see, for instance, red herring, there's 2 questions. False dilemma, there's only 1. So I want to be able to use this to make sure I have around the same amount of questions for each fallacy. Some of them don't have any. For instance, the fallacy, it's a new one, so there's no question yet. But yeah, appeal to tradition, there's 3 already. Would be cool to have 4 or 5 per fallacy. And here you can see all the fallacies, the questions. Totally not going to try to access this in the game. It's not in the game, Zero Show. I exclude a lot of files when I release the game. So yeah, it's not in the game. A lot of add-ons that I use in Godot I also exclude so that they are not in the game. I need a new question pack. No, I'm not going. I might do DLC for historical fallacies, you know, to take fallacies from historical figures. It could be funny. I need 10k new questions. No. No. It's going to be 250 or something like that. So yeah, let's go back to the questions and try to do that, make that work. I have my pics container here. And when I load all the fallacies, I need to load the questions. Init list, load question. Okay, load question. Argument.fr, argument.en. Okay, let's just print, because I don't remember. Let's just print data index to see how it looks like. That insane that you actually made a whole program just to add and manage the questions. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, because now I can see I'm going to modify it to add a feature so that I'm able to visually choose the little pictures, and that's really useful because right now what I need to do if I want to select the pictures is I need to select the number of the sprite in the sprite sheet. It's really complicated. Now I just want to click, you know. Okay, so I'm using keywords. I'm using a strange system where I use keywords, and keywords are related to pictures. So let's try to first display all the keywords. Brain Logic Gold Plus Ultimate Pack. Okay, so now I need to get the picture that is related to this keyword. Let's display the keyword first. It's going to be easier. Add child. I need to create a new node. So new node equal. We could have a picture. Right now we're just going to work with labels. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so here you can see the words that are related to the question. So for instance, if we go to my friend didn't steal that, if that were the case, he will be a thief. Oh wait, it's just adding and it's never removing stuff, so we need to remove. We need to remove all the nodes. Where do I clear that? I'm just going to remove this here. Okay, let's try again. Ultimate brain wrinkle fully logical gold pack. I'm in. Okay, so yep, now it works. So you have the, now we want the picture, but right now we have the words that are related to the pictures. Cool. The next step is a bit more tricky because I'm not sure I know all the ID for the pictures. Let me check. Gameplay. I'm not sure if it's in gameplay or no, it's in text data and handler. I have the sprite labels. Yeah. Do I have the sprite labels like reversed? Classes. I have the fallacy groups reversed. Let's see. Text data handler. I have a big file to handle all my text data. Do I have a function to know what sprite? Yeah, sprite label to ID. That's exactly what I need. So text data handler. It was a big day when I made the text data handler. So the text data handler is like a big object that deals with all my text data, all the question, all the fallacies. Previously, I handled this on a file. Like in each file, I had to read the data, and I was completely fed up with this system, so I created a centralized way to handle all my files, and it's doing a lot of pre-processing, which means that when it's going to read all the files, and it's going to generate easier way of dealing with that data. So for instance, it's going to read all the fallacy groups, and it will reverse all the groups for me to be able to read data in the other way. For instance, to know in which group a fallacy is in, without having to check all the groups, you know. I saw debug menu node. The debug menu is an add-on that I installed to be able to see. Is it running right now? I'm not even sure it's running right now. Let's see. Is it running? Yes. So it's just an add-on to be able to check the FPS count. Right now, my computer is, wait. Yes, so my computer is having a hard time to capture my 1440p screen, use my 3 monitors, and stream and everything. So yeah, it's only 80 FPS. So I can hit 300 FPS on the title screen of Fallacy Quiz. But yeah, on a list of text, I'm only at 90 FPS. It turns out it turns all the JSON into one big blob of data that you can sort through. It's taking all the JSON files, and it's it's creating information from my JSON file for me to be able to interact with the data in the game as a game object. So for instance, I can just do text data handler and fallacies, and this is a Godot object, a Godot dictionary that I can just use instead of having to go through a JSON. And this object is not an exact copy of the JSON file because I added a lot of stuff to it during the processing. So for instance, I have load fallacies here. Yeah, for instance, it's in this in those loading functions where I add all the translation to the translation server of Godot. That way I can rely on the translation server. I don't have to deal with that myself. I can just add translation information here. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's doing a lot of stuff for me. Yeah, that's really cool. So now, for instance, I have a function sprite label to ID that is going to be allow me to use a string and get the ID of the sprite. That way I can use my keyword from here. Okay. And add the keyword here. Okay. So now I have the ID of the sprite. Now to show the sprite, I need to create a new node. I cannot use a texture node, so we're going to create a new. We're going to create a new scene. Let's go. Going to be a 2D scene. Because I need a sprite. Where's the sprite? Here. And the texture, we know which texture we want. Maybe I can just use the sprite itself. Do we really need an object? Oh yes, because I want to have a lot of already defined information. So for instance, let's call this, yeah, let's call that sprite 2D. Okay, cool. Where's my all objects sprite sheet? Okay. Now we need to let Godot know that we're using 15 horizontal and 11 vertical. And now we just will be able to enter the ID and change the sprite like that. Okay, let's save. We're going to save in the editor. Sprite 2D, yeah, let's save that. Okay. Let's go back here. We're going to preload this. On ready, sprite. Okay. Equals preload. Preload of what? Preload of our sprite 2D. Okay. So now we can go back to our load question, and it's instead of loading a label, we're going to be able to create a new node, new sprite. And our new sprite is an instance of our sprite. And now we need to tell Godot the type. This is going to be a sprite 2D. That way we can use the frame parameter here. Frame equals this. And now we can add the child. Before adding the child, I think we could make it look a bit better by making so that this is going to be a VBox container. And it's the VBox that is going to be added to the Pix container, you know? And we can then add the text to the VBox. And the sprite. Let's try it. Okay, so it worked. The pictures are a bit too big. We need to specify the size that we want. But apart from this, we have the pictures that can appear now. So let's select the sizes that we want. For this to work, I think we might have to create a minimum width and a minimum height. You know what will be better? It's to create a dedicated object that I can just load. Yeah, I think it will be better. So let's create a new object, or maybe just use this one. So we're going to add a VBox. Make it the root. Let's call that sprite. Okay. Let's add a label. How did I call this? Let's see. I call that sprite. Yeah, I call that sprite. Okay, cool. So it's going to be sprite. Maybe not 2D. Let's rename that. Can we rename from here? I'm not sure. Rename sprite. Okay. Let's create a script for this. And the script, we're going to be able to change the frame number and the label. But I think we just by changing the label, we can calculate the frame from here. So we're just going to have a way to change the label. So for this, we're going to have a function for the label, or maybe just the title. How did I call that? Label. Okay, just label. So label. It's going to be a string, so we can inform Godot that it's going to be a string. And then we have a way of telling Godot that if we change the label, we want to update some stuff. So if label different than text, then label equals text. Then we change the text for the actual label. Oh yeah, I want to add a control node and put the sprite inside the control node. That way we'll be able to specify a minimum size for this. So maybe 50 by 70 or something like that. And the sprite should be at the center of the control. So for this to work, we can add a center container and put it inside. The center container would fully fill this. And then we reset the position of this. Will it work? Not sure, it's not working right now for some reason. Oh, I think we need to add a control. Wait, I did that the wrong way. We should add the control here. This one should be... Yep, it's working. Okay, so we don't need the first control. We can remove it. Now we can change the size of this sprite. For it to fit our container. Cool. This should work. The label should be centered, and let's see. So we update the label, and now we need to update the sprite. We can add what we call a unique name. So when you add a unique name, you don't need to use all of the path. You can just use the name of the node. But you have to, this name have to be unique. Yeah. So let's change the frame to, and now we need our little script, text data handler sprite label to ID. And it's not going to be the keyword, it's going to be the label. Okay, that way we just have to instantiate this object and not having to recreate the object each time, you know? So it's going to be new sprite, it's not going to be a sprite 2D, instantiate, then we just set the label to the keyword. And then we add the new sprite to this, and that's it. Let's try it. Before we try it, I want to increase the separation here. Let's go. Oh, something's wrong. Yeah, I changed the name of this file. And there you go. Look. Oh, that's working so well. Maybe I can zoom in a bit for you. So we have all the pictures that are used for each question. So just so that you can understand how it works, I decided to future-proof the game. It might be a bit too over-engineered, but it was easier at that time to just to just make the list of the words that I wanted to use for each question. So for instance here, search engine, internet, computer, screen, survey. So I wrote that I needed all those words as thematic words linked to the questions, and then I made a big list of all the words that I used, and then to reduce the amount of work I had to do, I regrouped some words that were similar. So for instance, search engine, internet, and computer screen, I grouped them below the same ID, so that I only have to make one picture for that. So now that's why I have labels like text strings for each question, and then I used that text to get a picture. What's cool is with that way of doing things, first thing, it was way easier to decide which picture to make. So that's the first thing. Second thing, if I want to in the future, I can just change the... I can just create a new picture for internet, for instance. And the picture for internet will be a different one. And I don't have to go back to all the question and change and add internet to all the questions that are linked to internet. So that's my idea. Yeah, so for instance, there was Bible and there was cross. So I decided to make one that would be able to show the both of them. Movie theater, I did not do a movie theater sprite. So I used the popcorn sprite for all the questions that were using the movie theater keyword, you know? Same thing, grandfather and old man, they use the same sprite. So now, next step for this tool. Yeah. Next step for this tool is to be able to add words to this. So I want to be able to go down here, click enter word, maybe with a way to select from existing words, because I would really prefer using existing words so that I don't have to create new pictures. And yeah, a way to select pictures to add and remove pictures to questions would be really cool for me to be able to create the future questions. But already now I have a way to see them, which is pretty cool. You did a lot of work. Yeah. That was a lot of work. And the game is available in early access on itch version 0.4, and you can check the game and wishlist on Steam. fallacyquiz.com. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have much more games sold on itch.io. I was on front page on itch, so people who were on itch who were able to buy it, I think they bought it at this point. But I hope that when I will release the game on Steam next month, if everything goes according to plan, I hope that I will be able to sell enough units to be able to justify all of this all of this work. It will be so cool to be able to do that. I've been making games for like full-time for maybe 3 years, and it's the first time I'm actually releasing something, so there's a lot of hope with this one. Thank you for watching this really short stream to celebrate version 0.4. if please go and check the devlog. I added cool little GIFs, animated GIFs and stuff like that on the devlog page. I created a little article and all, so yeah, go check it out. Have a nice day, everyone. I'll be back on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye. Can we raid someone? It's so hard to raid on Steam, on Twitch, right? Because they don't suggest people to raid. Let's raid Cricket. Is it working?